speaking of, we're gonna go on to our next topic because that basically is a great segue into Marvel's Comic-Con day. And one thing that I immediately noticed from one of the trailers, this is for their Netflix series Luke Cage, who was Marvel's answer to black exploitation characters. He was created in the 70s where a lot of things were being exploited, Asian exploitation with the martial arts in all those kung fu movies, right? And then you also had black exploitation, where you just had all different caricatures of like the afros and like black guys like doing all the karate and like saying like crazy things and like jive and all that stuff, and like they were capitalizing on that culture, right? And kind of making caricatures of that culture. So he was created during that time, and I found that their trailer was so fascinating to me on a couple different levels, right? Like, not only does it just demonstrate in a really simple way of his new comingness to the superhero genre and like the people that he's dealing with, right? He's just like, I'm gonna put a hood up, I'm gonna take this car's fucking door, and I'm walking in and I'm doing some stuff, and it's just like it's shot very like, okay, we're doing this, or he's confident, but like he's also kind of like a little sloppy or just like taking things as it comes, which is really interesting. And amongst this action is the backdrop music of Old Dirty Bastards. Song Shimmy Shimmy Yang, right, from Return of the 36 Chambers, which is a Wu-Tang. So RZA produced those beats. RZA and Old Dirty Bastard coming from Wu-Tang Clan, which I thought was a perfect song to pair with Luke Cage, because Wu-Tang is notorious for not only being a great hip hop group, but also being in love with the martial arts and having a strong influence from the 1970s martial arts movies, because they talk about a ton of that stuff, right? And so to pair that martial arts era hip-hop music with Luke Cage is perfect. And then on top of that, it also stacks on the fact that Luke Cage's partner in crime for the longest time is Iron Fist, who was an Asian exploitation character who like learns from monks, does all this martial arts, and has this chi. So in Luke Cage's trailer, you get all of these like subtle, subconscious like cues that he's like already there in that mindset. So when Iron Fist shows up, it's just gonna feel so like natural and be like, yeah, dude, of course, like that they mesh so well together. So I thought that trailer, as short as it was really jam packed with high quality and great stuff. And the dude from The Wire is on there. I forget his name, but like
in the very beginning, right?
No, at the end.
Oh, okay.
What's his face?
I'm watching it right now because I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, it was really well done.
That's probably my favorite one. I mean, like like you said, the sound and the music and everything that was happening. Now there was a little bit of a flaw that I saw there. So granted, of course, can it happen? No. But when he took down the front door with the car door,
that just happened, and I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, there's no dents on the fucking door. I don't even think the window broke. It's like, wait.
Oh, the window's gone.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, so you just pushed through like brick and wood and a fucking building, and the door isn't really dented?
Yeah.
Does he have bullet holes in his body?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
What?
Yeah.
So what's Luke Cage?
So Luke Cage is indestructible and superpower.
Yes.
Okay.
He used to be called Power Man for a while.
Okay. Gotcha.
So him and Iron Fist had a series of Power Man and Iron Fist in the 70s, where those two were just like crime fighting duo, and they were a great like buddy cop style like of comic. And Iron Fist is being played by Tyrell, Murrah Tyrell's brother, the actor who plays him in Game of Thrones. So pretty good acting chops. And yeah, he learns from Asians to channel the chi and use that to like, shoot out.
So now, when you're the guy on the other end of the bars and stuff like that, pumping all these bullets into him.
Yeah.
When the guy's still walking towards you, I'd be like, okay, this isn't working. I'm fucking out.
Get out of there.
I'm not gonna stand here.
Yeah. And it's really great. Like, it says a lot for like, it's one thing, right? Get in, kill the dudes in the jail, and they did a lot with what he was capable of doing and showing how his powers work and his mindset and approaching this stuff. Like, he's like, I have a feeling like we're gonna see a cool character arc where, he's relying a little bit too much on his like blunt, like I can take bullets to the chest kind of style. I think that's gonna eventually like come to, and it did in Jessica Jones, right? So Luke Cage was a great trailer. Iron Fist was a little bit less. It was a little bit more vague. Even vaguer, if that's a word, was the Defenders trailer.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Ian, you had comment about how like you were pissed. You're like, that didn't tell me
pissed.
shit.
Yeah, it didn't tell you. It just literally, it's a song, and it shows the word Defenders.
Yeah,
that is it.
So it's a teaser trailer, and it's just supposed to get you pumped
yeah.
about the idea. They have not started. I don't believe they've started production because they're still working on Iron Fist, but they will be. And the Defenders is basically the B version of Avengers, right? It's the B team Avengers. They take Daredevil, they take Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and they take Iron Fist, and they form up to be a group in Hell's Kitchen to help defend against a threat. And then apparently Punisher might make an appearance in this as well. So it really is the concept of Avengers just on a smaller scale with Netflix characters. And I think it's great, and I'm really excited. And I understand why there was not a lot. And I agree with you, Ian. There's for someone who's not well informed, it kind of fell flat, right? Like who doesn't know the innards. It's just again, it's supposed to get you excited. Ian, you have not seen Daredevil. I really, really, really recommend that you watch it. Like it's got some of the best. Like, I don't know, like, I guess if you were a fan of Batman the Animated Series and you're like, man, I just want this to be live action, this gets really close to it. Like, the stories they tell and like, the serialization of it works so well. And I just think that's the best way to do any superhero. And it's why the cinematic universe works so well, because Marvel not only understands the serialization stories, they've built it up and now it's snowballing. Like, it works. This is how you're supposed to tell superhero stories. It's not supposed to be, like, as great as Nolan was, superhero stories are not supposed to end like that. They're not supposed to be a 3-parter. That doesn't work. Like, like Batman doesn't retire. Like, that, you're leaving out too much. There's so many great stories to tell. Like, it would have been if Iron Man and Iron Man 2 was done. It's like, well, what about Iron Man 3? What about his connection with Spider-Man? What about his fights with Captain America? What about, like, all of his, like, other connections with Rhodes and, like, his fights with Scarlet Witch? Like, you're leaving out so much on the table, so to, like, to distill it down, to try to be uber artistic and be like, I'm just going to tell this one arc and then he's done. It's like, you're leaving so much on the table for me as a consumer. So Daredevil capitalizes that as well and tells a really great story across like 12 episodes. So check it out.
And that's all going to be on Netflix, correct?
It's already on Netflix.
It's already there.
There's 2 seasons, and season 2 introduces Punisher, and it's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then there's Jessica Jones, which is also really good and has a different style to it, so it's refreshing. To watch.
Yeah, you might get upset at this. What's Jessica Jones?
Nobody knows who she is. It's fine. She's just this. So her story is really interesting. She used to be a superhero that would wear tights and like go out and fight. She was like super strong, and also indestructible. I don't know. I think she's just super strong. She's just super strong. And so what would happen is this guy called the Purple Man manipulated her to do something really bad, and that forced her out of the superhero business, and she became a drunk, and she became depressed, and she lives in like the worst part of Hell Kitchen, and in order to make enough money to buy liquor, she's basically made an investigation agency called Alias Agency, and just deadbeats come to them like, hey, my wife's cheating on me or my husband's cheating on me, can you take pictures? And so she does, and then that usually leads to some fucking problems because those people are pissed off or they want to kill her for airing them out, and then she solves it. She collects her 500 and she buys it all on liquor, gets drunk and passes out. Yeah, and so she's a really like just depressed superhero, and then it's about her kind of like, we talked about struggles and talked about how pushing those things away. It's about her confronting those struggles and those inner demons and, kind of getting through them. So it's really interesting.
Well, so, and with you being such a superhero fan, you need to watch, and a Office fan. Have you ever seen the movie Super?
No, but I want to watch it.
No,
you
I've never seen that.
watch it.
Yeah,
it is really hilarious.
Good. Yeah.
Rainn Wilson in that, like, it's a great movie.
I heard he does a really great character. Like, he's not just white in a superhero. Like, he's
no. And the acting, I think, was pretty good in that. And the one-liners he would say just will crack you up. You got to watch it.
Cool. So we're coming up to the end. I just want to like wrap up some of the other tidbits of Comic-Con. Okay. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to get Ghost Rider as a character on there. And not the one played by Nicolas Cage. Is another newer Ghost Rider.
My skull feels like it's on fire. I'm okay though.
Yeah, greatest actor alive.
Yeah, and then we got concept art from Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with Spider-Man movie, but Donald Glover's in there. Michael Keaton is the villain. He's going to play the Vulture.
Good.
Yeah. And there's concept art of what the Vulture looks like. And it's freaking cool. I'm very excited about that.
What's the style they're going for in the new Spider-Man?
In terms of the Vulture? or
just in general, like the overall aesthetic of it, because like each one is a little different. Like the Tobey Maguire one is very campy.
right?
The Andrew Garfield one was like a little bit more on the serious side, I guess.
So take with what you have of Civil War and the Spider-Man scenes. That's definitely what it's going to be about. It's going to have that overall Marvel tone, like all the other movies are. But the genre that they're placing these Spider-Man movies are 1980s high school movies. So Breakfast Club.
Oh, wow.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that's what it should be, because I remember reading like a couple Spider-Man comics, and forget like how young he really is.
Right.
Like he's just like a teenager that has like teenager problems and shit.
Except in the Tobey Maguire, he's played by like a 35-year-old man, and his problems are really like surface level. And in the Andrew Garfield one, it's way too emo, and he's a skateboarder, and it's weird, and that's like the best you get from it. So it's really like it is a high school movie. It is about high school. So it's going to be really interesting. And the thing is that they've always said, oh, but it's going to be about him in high school, and he's going to go to college. And it's like, well, show him with a backpack, and that's as high school as we get. This is going to center around high school, and I think this is really great because we haven't seen that before. And it embodies Spider-Man in his early years, so that's great. The other thing is that we've seen more Doctor Strange from The Batch, which looks pretty good.
That's pretty cool Marvel. That's probably one of the more exciting-looking Marvel movies that I've seen, like in the last 4 years or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange, I think.
Just check it out. There's 2 trailers now. Very Inception-like style of like magic.
One thing that Yuki and I are super bothered by, though, is why they're casting white actors to be Asian actors.
Yeah, no, so that is a problem they get called out for. So it's a little bit more of that Asian exploitation stuff where the white man learns from the Asians is better than the Asians. Like he's a prodigy, right? Like So that's an inherent systemic problem with Doctor Strange's origin. I don't know how you fix that. The one thing that I find interesting is that they've casted. So the original guy who teaches Doctor Strange, Cumberbatch's character, is Asian. He's an old Asian man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like Tilda Swinton's character is weird.
So, and I don't know how I feel about that because it's not like they were like, look, we need to get people in the seats, so we're going to change this old Asian man into a white actor playing an Asian man. But they didn't do that. They gender swapped it as well as race swapped it. And
did they?
Really?
Yeah.
They gender swapped it, but like, did they really race swap it? It kind of looks to me like her makeup, they just tried to make her look Asian.
So, yeah. Which is a shame because they could have fit. I want to be optimistic in here. And I want to think that they tried to hire the actor that would best portray this. And Tilda Swinton is she's a really great actor. And
she's great. Like, she's great.
And so it's not the square jaw guy. And so I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I don't.
It's just weird because she like gave her like Asian eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
is that all they did?
Yes. Yeah. She's bald and has Asian eyes.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe they're trying to pull it off and it failed.
But other than that, like the trailer is really cool. Like I really like the whole magic kind of like element to it, and like it very Inception-y looking, like mind bending, stuff that happens. And I don't know anything about Doctor Strange at all. So
I was gonna say, what's his superpower or whatever?
He's a magician. Like he can magic, so he's creating portals. He's think Harry Potter, right? Instead of a wand, he's
it seems like kind of like unlimited effects, basically. I don't know if it like actually physically changes things, or if he just makes people think that he's changing them.
He can physically change things.
Okay.
And his relationship with it's so great. Like this timing couldn't be perfect, right? Because Spider-Man has so many mentors. He's got Iron Man. Doctor Strange and him have a very unique relationship. It's really cool to see them. It's really cool to see the pot call the kettle black in a lot of ways that Doctor Strange tries to mentor Spider-Man, where he has his own issues that he like needs to take his own.
He mentors Spider-Man
a little bit, yeah. They have a really great relationship, yeah. And then if they ever get Fantastic Four, like you have Reed Richards with Spider-Man, it's really cool. It's such a good timing to essentially pass the torch from Iron Man being the centric person around all these Marvel stories to now Spider-Man being the centric person.
Oh, really?
And because he's going to now take, I think, the second. Like, they're not done. They're going to do a whole nother 3 phases, and I think this is going to revolve around Spider-Man having these tangent relationships with Doctor Strange. Like, the next Avengers are going to be Spider-Man, it's going to be Doctor Strange, it's going to be these other characters that they're introducing. So it's really cool, and I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
And it's fucking Cumberbatch, man. He's baller.
His American accent's like kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't care about chakras.
Did we talk about that? Because he's essentially, you can tell he's a doctor, right? He plays a doctor who gets into an accident and ruins his hands. Like, he's a surgeon. what he's done because of his character. I think he's watched a lot of House, and if you listen to him talk, he sounds just like the actor who plays the dude on House.
Yeah,
I thought that was really,
Really?
great. Like I thought that was a good inspirational character.
Hugh
to take
Laurie,
from.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does kind of now that
An
you say that.
injured, bitter, apprehensive doctor, and like I mean that's that character. So like take
Yeah,
his voice,
yeah.
right? And I thought that was really clever. Because there's something familiar when he speaks like that. So yeah, I thought it was really good. The other big thing is Alison Brie has been casted as Captain Marvel. I think Alan likes Alison Brie.
What's her costume look like?
Wait. Is it Alison Brie? Because Alison Brie is from Community, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wrong. It's not her. Why did I? Is it not Alison Brie? Oh, Brie Larson.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow, dude, take me from 100 to 0.
Sorry. She has been casted as Captain Marvel. She will also be basically moving forward. It's going to be her, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man as a centric core part, like Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man were.
What is Captain Marvel? Is just like essentially like what Kobe Smulders is? Adventures or
No. She is the Captain America of the Avengers from a galactic standpoint. She basically has powers like
But there's a
galactic powers
Captain
and stuff.
America.
Yeah. But she can fly. She's super strong. She's basically like Superman.
Okay.
So she's embodied with the galaxy defending task.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get like a better description because I'm personally not that familiar with it.
Who's the actress that's playing Wonder Woman?
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Oh. What was she in? Because I don't think I've ever seen her in anything.
Fast and the Furious 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I didn't see her.
Yeah, she has she's French. She has like a very French accent in that movie. So her American accent is going to be interesting.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah. I think she's like a model originally or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get her powers really quick, and then we'll wrap up.
Are they ever going to make a Shazam movie?
Yes, they are. And The Rock.
Are they
is going,
really?
Yeah, The Rock is going to play. He's
Oh,
not
anyway.
playing Shazam. He's playing the villain.
Oh.
Which
Okay. I was gonna say he would be good as Shazam too.
He had the choice. He picked the villain.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Probably more interesting. I would imagine.
So she's skilled at hand-to-hand combat, and she's a skilled pilot. But she can fly. She has enhanced strength, durability, and ability to shoot concussive energy bursts from her hands. So a little bit like Iron Man in that sense, just more from a natural ability. And the current storyline in the Marvel, things are Civil War II, and it's Captain Marvel versus Iron Man.
Cool.
And fighting. So that is the gist of Comic-Con. I hope that was informative and well discussed.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up
Yeah.
here. As always, we'll have these topics will go on to youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers channel, topic by topic, Monday through Friday. You can get the whole thing on Saturday. Next week, we will have another new episode of the Everything and Nothing show. In the meantime, keep thinking about everything and nothing. Be sure to check us out at thepatreon.com to support us. Follow, like, comment, and subscribe. It's been an honor to entertain you. Peace and take care.
Take care.
Adios.